I need to modify the original lever or make one that gets from here and has a hole where it pivots here, because this is the shifter for the automatic transmission. So right now it's in parking, and down is going to be a first, second, whatever, reverse, neutral drive. And then this bitch was the old 3 on the tree lever. But since when I do these swaps, kind of like on my freaking 52 or on the 57, on the chop top or any of the other ones I've done, I want to keep the original levering, and I don't want to have like a fucking weird ass B&M shifter and shit like that. Even though on my rat rod, I do have one of those speed shifters, but that's because that column didn't have our original automatic. You know what I'm saying? It was the original stick, so whatever. But anyway, this is gonna get adapted to that shit, so. Here with like fucking some mineral spirits, clean up all the grease. And I'm not doing some fucking quick fiberglass, but reduce where the fiber rests and so it flows. Just fills in all the cavities that are not to the fucking height. I tried to hammer some of it out, but homeboy that did it just warped some of the welding. It's hard not to, and some of it was like, I'm sure it was pretty fucking busted, like you see all those little divots on the other side here, so give it a ride. Should look golden right now in a little bit. Laid that motherfucker like concrete. Obviously I gotta go back and give it 80-40, but 40-80 should be golden. So I'm fucking stick welding this bracket that I made to offset it, so it's not sitting all fucking whack because the angle of this firewall. Also to make it stronger. Yeah. The bench is pretty good. Took out most of the little dingers here in the middle and the fucking divots they did with the fucking warping it with the welding. I'm gonna hand sand those little crevices. Probably give it another fucking pass from here down in there and shit. But yeah. No, it don't look like somebody chewed through it with their fucking dentures. I found this fucking turtleback dog dishes over at the junkyard, and they were straight up under the seat of this fucking cargo van. I just had to go in there and look, and fuck it, sure enough. And it's cool because I was set. I was set of steels with white walls and the ring that I've just been having. So that's pretty cool. The little pedestal bracket that I made is pretty dope, and everything's tied in, the pedals on it. But I have to take it off again to make an inner plate for strength and all this other bullshit. So it is what it is, you know, it ain't for the faint of heart. I'm gonna take this bitch off like 100 times. Yeah, and I still gotta trim this and figure out a top mount. Like I said, closer than yesterday. At least when I look in here, it's got floor now, so looks less like just a fucking wreckage. A whole lot of spaghetti up in this hell. We're going through it though. It's a little clean though with the wire tuck. I think the ignition switch is fucked up and it just keeps getting stuck. And you know how it's never ending story with this shit. I don't know, I gave it to my niece if she wants to fuck with it. If not, I'm just gonna park this whole gun. I'm tired of it. My little welding cart. Gotta try to weld in all those gaps where they didn't finish, I guess. And then burn the hole through here. Should be golden. For anybody wondering, it's always good to put that green fiberglass over your like seam seal body fucking welds because of porosity and to avoid further rusting in the future. However, also on this fucking particular set of fender wells, just because also they were all fucking off level, especially on that side because they used like 3 different pieces. So, but it's gonna be all straight after it. It's just a thin layer. But yeah, it's just looking pretty golden. Just gotta sand all that shit. I'm gonna primer it tomorrow and it'll be done. Straight up have some wheel harding problems going on. Shit. Sucks because I had the white walls on this rims, and then my dad took them to this fucking tire shop down here, and this fool broke 2 of these rockets, right? And he said he's gonna give us 2 other wheels, this is one of them, but he only gave me 1, and he was capping. He said he couldn't find the other one or whatever. Sob story. He even has a sign there that says that if he breaks it, it's tough luck or whatever. So I'm surprised he even coughed up this one. Anyway, it's funny because this is a knockoff of a Supreme. So it's a Superior. So it's like, hey, you got some Supreme stock? Nah, dog. It's Superior. Get that shit straight. But nah, yeah, they're whatever, you know what I'm saying? Man, there's some fucking black widows up in this bitch. I had a whole ass OCD moment trying to fucking just put them on here. This motherfucker's white. Easy to paint. These are fresh ass tires, like brand new. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might just post them up. It's been tough. I spent most of my afternoon working on that fucking Datsun, doing the wiring and shit. Hardly even record it though because it's just redundancy and shit. But I got close. Yeah, so I spent all day here with this bitch. I'm trying to find a better original harness diagram or booklet. But I pretty much think that they're getting power off of here and then into this other plug right here, which went to a voltage regulator that was off before. So I think this might be the main powers that I gotta figure out. I think it's probably this yellow one and the orange with black. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it looks way cleaner with all this other bullshit. Like towards the back, you see all those lines fucking. I had to dolly and hammer that bitch and still like fill it in, whatever, but looking pretty straight. I think either 2 different people did them, or he gave up in life on this one, or maybe he started with this one and then he got better with the other one. I don't know, but it's golden. So I'm gonna end up having to shorten this pedal just about like that much. So I'm gonna slice this bitch because once it's all said and done, it hits on the floor right here. And it's to be expected because just the geometry of the 50s cars. I usually have to shorten the fucking pedal if I want to run an 80s pedal box, because it just be that. It just be like that. I'm really hyper obsessing on leaving this bitch straight. That looks pretty good. Still sand the rest of this. Should be pretty close. I'm gonna cut the fucking shit out of this so it can fit in there. But closer than yesterday anyway, right? It worked out good because it was too much to the passenger side, so now that I cut it and moved it over, it makes it offset, overlaps a good amount, shortens it, and then we still have the fucking switch and everything going on. This shit came out clean. This is kind of weird thing, because this is where the fucking brake light switch goes, but I might just delete that and like put it up higher. That's a bolt. It's just gonna look funky there, but I gotta put the steering column and everything, and now it gives me a basis of where the floor needs to be at. But that's good. I have brakes figured out, and the column's pretty much done too, so it's just gonna be wiring and the rest of the floor from now. That's all like fucking 50s Ford or some shit. But it's gonna have like that, it's gonna have that square cut out, and then it's gonna have the shell to the inside with those ribs. And like that, you can still fucking check your transmission fluid back here somewhere. And somewhat fuck with the distributor. The back cover is gonna be removable anyway though, but this bitch is gonna look like really tight in here. The fender walls are close to here. But everything's working out pretty good. Hopefully by the end of this month, it's just driving and we can just go home. Cruising the Rabbit. Tell my dad, like, leave the fucking windshield dirty so it looks like a barn find. But this was like, nah, fuck you. I'll clean it myself. some fool meet me here to buy some fucking speed parts from him, like off the internet. And then like I saw meth head all sketched up, like bro pull up to me, I think I'm getting fucking set up. I'm gonna fucking blast him. Now I gotta transport this shit home. But look at this bitch, this beautiful motherfucker. Yeah, so I didn't bring shit to tie it, so I had to come to Lowe's and steal some yarn. This was just looking at me, taking their shit. My bike's idling all stupid. I think I have a vacuum leak. When I got hit, I think I broke my fucking manifold. Anyway, you see how it starts idling all fucking retarded? But if you gas it, like if you're on it all day, it will run good, but go chill. For some sort of idle valve problem or some shit. It all came from when I got hit, so. But hey, I was blasting in the fucking freeway like 120, and this shit wouldn't even move, but when I turned right down to Zaragoza, I felt this shit rip. But just one of the tie downs. A little sketchy. Damn, those bitches look bad on there, huh? This bitch gonna run good now. I had to buy Rust-Oleum because they don't have high-fill primer small cans like for the spray gun and shit. So just bought one can of this shit for like 8 bombs. Cause like the most next cheapest primer for the gun is like 35 bombs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying not to spend too much on parts. But they look golden like compared to before. There's like hella wet spots, but once it starts drying right now, it won't look like a manchage. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it still has like 1,000,000 steps for somebody that's gonna paint it, but it's gonna get like right lines, so I think it should be golden. Plus everything else is dented, like on the floor and shit, so. And like right here, this big ass dents. I only got. This could easily slap on here. I'm probably gonna end up having to change the manifold on this anyway. But I'm gonna put a forebar on this. I don't think I could waste this manifold on this truck. This needs to be like an exposed fenderless wrap or something. Like I knew I was gonna buy it anyway for the price, but once I saw it was the 1984 one, I just wanted it really badly because it's my favorite book. Read the shit 20 times in my life, and I just go based on like humanity and interactions and everything. Anyway, yep. So I have the column back on it, and everything here jives, nothing hits. The pedal is working. It's gonna be a bitch to fucking make the linkage for the transmission shifter to jive in there and fit. But I reached all the way to a bearing, and then I made this sleeve with the inner cutout so I can still grease it. And then with this, I'm gonna make a fucking pedestal that goes attached from here, from this cover that's removable, to the fucking frame with this. And that's why I cut it like that, so this can sit on it like this, and I can get some nice welds. I already cleaned it up and everything all the way around, and this is gonna go to the frame, probably with a tap, and I'm gonna like tap a hole in and make it removable, probably to those holes there and shit, because you can just make a thread on one. Yeah, and with like this rusty shit, it's gonna really saturate it with that rod, that 78. But you can see the penetration's wicked. And this bitch is still hot as food. Anyway, yeah. This is gonna be the pedestal for the car. You see a little pedestal. Still gonna clean it out and grind it where I'm gonna tack it, but it actually sits perfect. And it's gonna like keep everything in spacing. All the fucking clearances are like fucking tight as fuck here. They're tighter than a nun's asshole. But you know, it is what it is. It's gonna work out good. The inner fender well's gonna go tight to here, so everything's gonna look clean as fuck. Pretty compact. We keep the stock looking at everything, so when you open it, it's gonna be like, 1980s is going on in there and shit. I'm probably gonna shave all the wiring and then just do the ignition. Standalone lights. Whatever. Works out better for me.